Hi, this is Chuck Dinsmore with DataClick Market Intelligence, and I want to tell you a little bit about the customer store and marketing in 2016. So what do we do now? You guys are all familiar with traditional marketing and digital marketing. Traditional, of course, is newspaper, TV, radio, advertising. Digital, as you all know, is Facebook, Twitter, online presence, and even mobile marketing. But we struggle with the choices. Everyone knows we need to be in digital marketing right now, but 40% of all business owners are sitting back saying, I just can't bother with it. It's too confusing. So the common denominator, though, about marketing, most successful local companies base their marketing decisions on valid information that is customized and analyzed for their situation. The best information source you have is your own customer data. What you need to know in order to get to this is who your best customers are, where your best prospects are, their lifestyles and their preferences, and the best ways to reach them, both in marketing, media, and in messaging. So who gets the message? Most of you probably think that you need to market to the whole market. Maybe you're thinking, I'll put an ad in the newspaper, I'll hit everyone that reads it, and maybe somebody will come in and buy my product. But the smart marketers know that you really need to focus on a segment of the market, the segment that is most likely to purchase your product or service. So let's talk about reach and target. I'll give you an example. Typically, a marketer will buy certain zip codes in order to do direct mail or advertising. In our example here, our client was marketing to 83,884 households within her market area. She chose the top 10 zip codes, and that's how many households she came up with. She decided to mail one mail piece to every single household. It ended up costing her $33,533 plus tax, and she only was able to reach them once. You've heard it, but it's true. Repetition, repetition, repetition. It's more important to get in front of somebody multiple times than to get in front of multiple people one time. So what did we do? We looked at who her top customer was, and using lifestyle segmentation, which I'll explain in just a moment, we were able to identify the people most likely to purchase her product. We were able to narrow the households down to just under 7,000 households that really were tuned to her product. For only $8,200, she was able to do 3 mailings. 3 mailings. So she was able to reduce her marketing budget by 75% and increase the number of exposures. So how did she do that? We focus on a market segment. To start with, let's talk about market segmentation or lifestyle segmentation. When you're talking about marketing, you're looking at the geographic part, the where, the demographic part, the what, the behavioral part, or the how, and the psychographic part is the who. Who are you dealing with? How do they think? Where do they live? What do they like? How do they behave? What do they like to do? This is called lifestyle segmentation. Experian, who is our partner, has come up with a product called Mosaic. What Mosaic does is distinguishes all of the U.S. populace into one of 71 unique categories or clusters. This combines census data, credit reporting data, strategic research, other data that's available out there, including what we call fuzzy data or the use of Facebook, Twitter, and online habits. Once we have this, we're able to distinguish 71 categories, and if you look at this chart, from top to bottom, it goes from high income to low income, and from left to right, it comes from young to the elderly. We group these into similar groups, and you can see this by color and by the definition lines, and those are primary clusters. We letter these A through S, and then we number every cluster within each primary. Here's an example. This particular client ranked their top clusters. You see the codes on the left, such as E19, A6, C12, etc. In Broward County, Florida, there's the population that exists within the study area. So these are zip codes that we've chosen or a radius that we've chosen, and what percentage that cluster makes up. We have really cool names for each cluster, such as Full Pockets Empty Nest, Jet Set Urbanites, golf carts and gourmets. You can see the rest. This particular customer had 1,092 of their own customers that were part of the E19 cluster, or 14% of their customers were part of that cluster. Compared to the general population percentage of E19, they indexed at 449, which meant that they were approximately 4.5% more, 4.5 times more likely to purchase from this customer than the general population. So E19 is definitely a top cluster. If you look at the other ones, C12, G24, L42, C11, K40, and A2, all of the ones in yellow highlights are indexing pretty high for our customer here. So what does this mean? With each of these categories, we know specifics that this person will respond to. Let's look at E19. E19 is part of the E cluster. The mosaic code is E19. The cluster includes E19, E20, and E21. They're similar, but a little bit different. So E19 are called full pockets empty nests. They're empty nesting, upper middle class households with discretionary income living sophisticated lifestyles. You can see some key features on the left-hand column. You can see who they are, what their age group is, that they like single-family homes, their household income, the size of the household, the fact that they're a homeowner, and if they have children, what their children's age ranges are. What are the channel preferences? What do they like to listen to? So each one of these preferences has an index under it. Anything over 100 means they're more likely to listen to it or to view it than the general population. So they're responsive to direct mail. They're not responsive to mobile. They're not quite responsive to internet. They are responsive, however, to email. They're responsive to television and to radio. How adaptive are they of technology? Will they adopt it quickly, or will they take their time and be a follower? In this case, they tend to adopt it more quickly. They're to the right. We then take all of the top performing clusters within a particular business's client base, and we pull out the similarities so that you can tailor your marketing and market to them in groups. In this example, the orange areas are the dissimilarities and the white areas are the similar areas. So this cluster group, or this group of categories that this business has, are pretty easy to market to because you can generally get it done with one or two types of messaging. So you know your target. In this particular example, 55% were identified as likely to be interested in a product, 95% are direct mail or email responsive, 79% of the prospects are male, 31% are married, 70% are extremely high income, and 72% live in the 8 Fort Lauderdale zip codes that we've studied. Here's another example. In this particular case, this is a synagogue that we worked with. We mapped their top cluster of their own customers in a 1, 3, and 5 mile radius. They want to grow their membership. So we mapped similar customers in the same radii, and you can see that they have quite a bit of prospects to reach out to. In this case, this was a synagogue, so these families were self-identified as being Jewish, and therefore we were able to tailor the marketing and tailor the direct mail to fit only Jewish families that had a similar interest to those who were already attending at this particular temple. We also map based on potential targets. This is a different customer here whose top segment was E19 again. The purple spots are their existing customers. The background hexagonal shapes are their potentials. This is what we call a heat map. Anything in red or orange is a high potential. Anything in dark red is over 1,000 households in potential. In the dark orange is 750 to 1,000. So you can see where this business owner's clusters are and where they should focus their marketing. There's some opportunity out to the west. And of course, there's incredibly more opportunity within their own market area. We also provide a product called True Touch, which is an Experian product that gives you more specifics about how to market to your potential cluster. In E19s, their top category for marketing and reach is called Look at Me Now. It tells you how to communicate with them. Communicate the strength, pride, and quality of your brand. Relationships matter. Customer service matters. Predictive motivators and triggers on the left-hand side of the box are family values, safety, security, trust-based relationship, etc. Message content when you're developing your creatives should include emphasizing the quality of your product. Focus on sound, secure content or feature of a product or offering. Promote a club series or being a member or some type of elite. Promote established products, brands, or features. Emphasize your number of years in business. We also have a chart that breaks down their digital media preferences and how they index on each of them. You have digital in the blue, which is online and mobile. You can see that they're indexing more than 100 on online and 130 on mobile ads. Traditional media in the orange are newspaper and magazines. They index pretty high on editorial sections, business and finance section. The right-hand side are social, such as Facebook, Pinterest, and Twitter. You can see this particular group index is low here. And then direct response, which is direct mail, email, and telemarketing. They index pretty well on direct mail. They index pretty well on email receptive. When you combine them, however, they go below the index. So you only need to hit them once. You don't need to pound them. So you want to find out more? One of our founders, Marty Gould, has written a book called The Customer Store. It's available on Amazon. We also are able to provide a full report on all of the information available to your business in your market area. But if you want to try it out for free, you can see a sample report at www.findmybestcustomer.com. Findmybestcustomer.com. That'll give you a simple calculator to figure out how many potential customers within one group are available by a specific zip code. And then best of all, you can come to our marketing workshop on February 11th. So again, mark your calendar to come to a 2-hour free workshop called Find the Best Customers for Your Business and take the guesswork out of marketing to find out more about how lifestyle segmentation works, how you can reduce your marketing budget and increase your reach, make easier, more confident decisions about the right media and the right messaging for your customer, and how to get more qualified prospects at a much lower cost. If you like this too, coming soon, we have our CIA, our Customer Intelligence Academy. Everything you need to know about lifestyle segmentation marketing, easy online tutorials, live weekly webinars, our Q&A forum, and downloadable tools and Facebook guides. So you can reach us by emailing us at info@dataclick.com to reserve your seat for our seminar, or to let us know if you have more interest in finding out about our CIA program, which is scheduled to launch sometime late spring. Thank you very much. Again, my name is Chuck Dinsmore. If you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to email me, again, at info@dataclick.com, or to give us a call at our office number, which is 954-839-9995, 954-839-9995. Thank you very much, and I look forward to helping you with your market solutions in 2016.